Hey Cancers, this is Dree, aka Be Nice Tarot, and I'm here for your message, for your love message for January 2023. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, okay? So let's just check in to see what the vibe is for January 2023 for you guys. We have Caught Up, Infidelity, Uncontrollable, Play Victim, okay? We have OD, Excessive, Overdoing It, Hoard. Let's see what's one more, okay? Ooh. And then we have Major Key, Important, Essential, Priority. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start off with Caught Up, Infidelity, Uncontrollable, Play Victim. So maybe you're starting to see certain people around you. You're starting to catch them in a few lies. You're starting to catch them like in a web of lies, right? Red-handed. It's like people could be trying to get one over on you, or people could be trying to make it seem like, oh, they're here for a long haul, or they're genuine about their actions towards you. And you're starting to see, like, wait a minute, like, you're not who you said you are. Actually, like, I have the proof to back it up now. And I feel like for some of you, you have been feeling this way for some time. I feel like your intuition has been kind of leading you, to kind of feel a certain way about certain people or a certain someone. I feel like this could be a mixed bag between intimate, right, or just platonic. This could also be work, people that are trying to work with you, things like that. But you're starting to see like people just don't really have true intentions, right, or like just someone in your energy, someone in your circle, someone in your group. So I feel like some of you guys are starting to be like, you know what, like I can't really be too trusting. So I feel like some of you guys are starting to decide to take a step back from but a certain someone, or certain people, right? For some of you, this is like a group. This is like people that you tried to work with, and it just didn't work out well. Like you're starting to see, like, okay, maybe you have some other agenda going on. Maybe you think that, oh, by being close to me, that I'm going to take you to a certain level, and that's not it. For some of you, this could also be someone not being honest about where their heads at when it comes to commitment, when it comes to relationships. They could possibly have something else going on the side, and it's to the point that they can't even, like, I feel like for some of you, like, this is like a pathological liar. It's like they try to lie and lie and lie and lie and lie, but yet here you are catching them in all these lies to the point it's just ridiculous. Like you just are like, I'm done. I'm not gonna keep putting myself in a situation to deal with this, right? Okay. And then we have OD, excessive, overdoing it, hoard. So maybe I feel like for some of you, this doesn't necessarily have to be about drugs, hopefully not. But if you do find yourself kind of like overindulging in treats or overindulging in your coping mechanisms, I feel like Spirit is saying, like, take a time out. Really try to wean off of certain things that you kind of cling to as a clutch, because you don't want to reach a place where you're overdoing it. You don't want to reach a place where, also too, this could be maybe you're like working too hard, right? Maybe you're overworking yourself too hard, and it's to the point that you're not really giving yourself space to decompress, or like at least revive yourself, right? To carry on, or I guess recharge. I'm sorry, recharge to carry on, So I really feel like Spirit is saying, be mindful, because the way you've been going out, maybe some of you kind of like have been not listening to your body, right? And you know that maybe you need some sleep, maybe you need some rest, but you're possibly like taking caffeine or trying to do anything to go against what your body needs right now to continue moving forward, but it's only gonna make things worse for you. So be mindful, okay? Be mindful of that. Others of you could be like hoarding, things that you really don't need. It's like unnecessary, right? And it's only hurting yourself in the process, because it's just, you have all this unnecessary, possible furniture, clothing. It's time to get all that out, okay? And then we have, boom, major key, important, essential, number one priority. So I feel like there's something big about either a home. Maybe some of you guys are moving into your own home, moving into an apartment. You're solidifying like where you want to be when it comes to solidifying your stability. So I really feel like some of you guys are going to make it a point to make these goals, or it's starting to be something in the main focus for you guys. Okay, it's starting to be your number one priority, where you see yourself heading, right, when it comes to, how you're going to take care of yourself, how you're going to fend for yourself. Because I feel like for some of you, this is you setting out on your own. Others of you, this could be you deciding to move in with a partner, right? And you're starting to see, like, okay, especially if this is going on within your connection, maybe you're starting to see, like, okay, if we're gonna do this, this can't happen. This has to be the number one priority. We have to put our heads together, right? We have to eliminate all whatever this is like blocking us from getting to this point. But I feel like either way, Spirit's saying like focus on your number one priorities, not the outside stuff that you can't figure out at this time. Really put your goals first because they are going to pay off. It's just about centering yourself from the centering yourself away from the distractions. Sorry. So, oops, let me just. So let's just have that over here, or let me just put this up elsewhere for now, and I'll bring it back. Okay. So let's go ahead and just get into how you guys are feeling right now towards love or whatever may come up. Okay, so we have the Sun card. We have Leo. So some of you could be dealing with a Leo placement. Okay, we have the Six of Wands. Oops. And then we have the Temperance card in reverse. So I really feel like you guys are kind of putting more focus on like getting your spark back, getting that spunk back, just being more present, being more lively, just living. You know, I feel like you guys really aren't trying to do anything that could rock the boat when it comes to, you know, what you could take at this time, right? I feel like you're just not trying to really stress out too much. And I feel like some of you guys are reaching a milestone where you're no longer letting situations get to you so bad, or you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? So yeah, you guys are catching victories here. But at the same time, Spirit's saying don't rush this process because it may hit you in waves. Right now, you may feel great, you may feel amazing, everything might seem like it's coming up, right? And then you might experience a trigger, and it may kind of show you like, okay, maybe you're not fully healed from a certain situation, which is okay, but you don't need to rush it. Okay, it's all about a process. There's no win or lose when it comes to this. This is really all about making sure that you're okay as you're moving forward, and making sure that you're not skipping a beat in your life due to other circumstances that you just can't control at this time, right? Just being present in the moment, allowing yourself to live life. Okay. And we also have Sagittarius here, so some of you guys could be dealing with a Sagittarius placement. Why is the Sun card here? Oh, that's too many. Why is the Sun card here, please? Okay. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe you guys are feeling like, okay, you're starting to get over a situation that didn't really pick up. Maybe this has to do with your financial situation. Like maybe you're trying to see the bright side of that. If, you know, something fell through, if a connection just didn't land the way you were hoping to, right? Maybe you're starting to see, or it was open to you that it just you weren't gonna get the offer that you were hoping to get. But I feel like again, you guys are coming out of this sense of feeling bogged down by it, or feeling heartbroken by it, or feeling hurt. It's more so like, okay, now you guys are like understanding, like, okay, even though that sucked, right? Even though it wasn't the best of the best feeling to experience, it's not holding me back anymore. It's not holding me down anymore. It's not stopping me from living my life. It's not keeping me cooped up in my house. It's not keeping me from engaging with other people. It's not keeping me from, you know, remembering my spark and posting pictures, because I feel like maybe some of you kind of went into hibernation mode for like a little bit. So, and also for others of you, this could just have to do with a career job situation. Maybe something fell through, right? And I feel like for some of you, maybe this has had to do with you being more disciplined in your work, right? Being more disciplined, and which is why a connection or um, a job rather fell through. Why is the Six of, oh my gosh, it flew. Okay, but I'll take this though, because it landed like that. So we have the Three of Swords in reverse. So like I said, you guys are coming out of this heartbreak moment. I feel like now you guys are just like, okay, yeah, you know, I wanted that. You know, I was hurt off of it, but now I'm feeling good about it, because I feel like you guys are just like, okay, in this sense of just like, yes, I acknowledge, like I said, I acknowledge that happened, but now I no longer am letting it hold me down. I'm not letting it stop me from enjoying myself, enjoying my life. And I feel like you guys are also just like releasing any heartbreak, any you know, disappointments associated with that, possibly with a third party. If there was something along those lines of happening, I feel like you guys are just like finding breakthroughs in that, where you're just again like finding peace with that, and now you're feeling like the winner because you're moving forward, right? And Spirit's letting you know like you are the winner, you're moving forward. But again, you don't need to rush this healing process, okay? Even though you guys are making huge strides, right? You don't need to rush to get to this point of getting into a clean slate. It's going to take time, and that's okay. Okay. Why is the Three of Swords in reverse? The Tower card. So I feel like maybe it blindsided you a bit, right? Maybe you found out someone was dealing with somebody else and you were trying to lock down with this person, and like that was the reason why they didn't take you serious or didn't give you an offer, because they were giving it to somebody else, right? That could be some of you. Others of you, this could just be maybe you guys starting to see like maybe you're not ready for a connection. Maybe you don't want to be tied down. Maybe you don't want to go that direction. Maybe you're understanding like, you know what? I have other things I need to tend to before I can even let myself be okay with dealing with somebody. But I just feel like for some of you too, maybe you thought like you had things in order, right? You had things all together. You had your ducks in a row, and boom, here comes this tower but crashing everything down. But at the same time, it wasn't as bad as you thought. Okay, and then I see here too, like maybe there's communication you're waiting for to help you. Maybe there's some type of closure you're waiting for. But again, that's something you can't rush at this time. Okay, let me see why the Temperance card is in reverse. Okay, we have the King of Wands. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys could be dealing with a fire sign, but some of you guys could be just possibly waiting, wondering when someone's gonna, either speak their piece towards you, try to make amends towards you, or just show any signs of them wanting to start fresh, right? Wanting to be clear. Maybe you're looking for honest communication about why this person did what they did and just where they're coming from. Because I feel like maybe some of you guys are still having a hard time understanding why this had to happen for, this person to either come to terms with maybe the fact that they weren't ready yet or weren't in the right place. Um, or maybe you're feeling like, you know what, maybe there's something more that you didn't know about why this person decided to hold back, or why this person you know, did what they did to kind of like prolong this connection from happening. It's like they pulled out at the last minute type of energy for some of you. Okay. And at the same time, they could be acting like, oh, like I'm ready, I'm here, I'm healed, I'm this and that. But I feel like, again, it's going to take some honest communication. That's what you're looking for, some honest communication. You want change. Not even just communication, you want truth, but you also want change. Okay. And the patterns and everything. Why is the ace? Oops. And this could have to do with, Knight of Wands. You're tired of the in and out, the up and down, the running around. So it's like, it's either you're out or you're in, but you have to make a decision. Because I feel like you guys are just like, I don't really care what you do. I'm just tired of wondering and playing this guessing game of what you're doing. So if you're not coming here to really stay, then be honest, be real about that. Because I really feel like maybe they also didn't know how to keep it real with you when it comes to like them letting you know like they're just not ready for that right now. With the Knight of Wands here, this is someone who's non-committal. So, and I feel like for the King of Wands to appear, they need time to heal. They need time to acknowledge, okay, what they have holding them back. Because I really feel like this person, right, or maybe you could be feeling impatient about when you're going to see this change. But again, it's going to happen. It's just that it's going to take some time. And that's something you don't want to rush, because I feel like for some of you, if you rush into trying to make things work, it's only going to prolong, or at least like cause more burdens, right, when it comes to this back and forth behavior. Okay, it may like make things like longer for this person to acknowledge or learn what they did. And let's see how your person is feeling towards you at this time. You have the Judgment card. So some of you could be dealing with a Libra placement. Overall, we have someone wanting a reconciliation, but they know you're not for the games. Yep. With this Queen of Swords here, it's like you put your foot down. You put your foot down. You put your boundaries down. And they know that. So they know like if they come forward, they know what they're up against, because you're not playing with them anymore. I feel like they're also a little bit shy about coming forward because of the fact that they might feel like you're going to cuss them out. Okay, we have the Lovers card in reverse. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Gemini placement, or this could just have to be with, or do with, just the disconnection in this connection, the falling out of this connection, because you two are no longer eye to eye, and they know that they played a role into why you two aren't on the same page. Why is the Judgment card here? Okay, we have the Two of Wands here. it still feels like this person still is not in the right place to make a decision. Okay, with the Two of Wands in reverse, this kind of indicates to me that this person's still lost. They haven't figured out exactly what they want to do in terms of you, or in terms of love in general, or in their lifestyle. Because it just seems like they're a little lost. I feel like they're like waiting to figure out what signs are coming to them. They're like waiting for confirmations, waiting for something from the sky to let them know, like, okay, what should I do? Should I make this move? Should I reach out to them? Should I, stay over here? Should I work on this first? Like they're constantly waiting for a sign rather than trying to figure it out for themselves. So I just genuinely feel like this person's just really lost at life of what to do with his connection, how to come forward, what would be the best move, how to even break the ice, like all this. Why is the okay? And we have the Cancer in reverse. So I feel like because this is the Chariot in reverse is a Cancer card. I really feel like they're in their mind thinking like, you're out of here, you're done, you're canceling them out. Um, and I feel like they're just having a hard time. I feel like ever since you canceled them out, they've been really lost because you've kind of been that spoken reason for them. I feel like for a lot of you, you kind of are like that healing touch they need to help navigate what to do in life. It's kind of like they cling on your energy for that. You kind of help them navigate. You kind of help them sort out their feelings and emotions. You help them kind of like even navigate what they need to do, especially for some of you, like with work and things like that. But they could be feeling like also too, like maybe you don't want to, if you have talked about living with each other, maybe you're considering you don't want that anymore. Why is the Lover's card in reverse? Okay. The Ten of Wands. Yeah, they know that they played a role in this disconnect. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups here. So maybe they are understanding, like, because of them inserting another party, they confused this whole situation. They messed it up. Right. For some of you. For others of you, this could also just be kind of like friends getting in the way, trying to kind of like tell you how, they feel, to the point that now you're feeling like, okay, I can't look like a fool because now they know the information, they know what's happening between us, so I can't just look like I'm just letting you slide. All right. But I really feel like they know that they caused all these burdens, right? And now it's going to be even harder to get back on your good side. Okay. It's going to be hard to get back on your good side because of everything they already did thus far. So let me pull from Mystic B's official, unofficial messages to see like just how they're feeling towards you at this time. We have, please save a spot for me in your heart. Like I said, they know they messed up. They know that. And I feel like, they're hoping that you still could wait around for them, right? But at the same time, you don't have to wait if you don't want to. And I feel like they're already knowing, like, maybe like there's a chance that, you're just not going to wait for them, because why would you? Okay, we have, I think of you constantly. Okay. Divorce. Okay. And let me just pull one more. Okay. And then we have, you force me to heal my wounds. Okay. So like I said, they're not trying to let you go. I feel like they're just like, damn, like I messed up. I really messed up. And now they're thinking about what they could have did differently. Okay. When I think of you constantly, it's like they're running through all different scenarios of how they kind of like led things to this point, to the fact that now you're the Queen of Swords. Now you're shutting off. Now you're moving cold. Now you're not letting them just have an easy pass into your heart space anymore. Okay. Divorce. Now maybe this could be a vital role for you guys. Maybe someone wasn't being honest about a divorce, or maybe it's this connection, the way it's panning out, is leading to a divorce. Okay. Um, Either way, or they could kind of feel like this feels like a divorce because maybe they kind of were like saying like, oh, you're my husband, you're my wife, and things like that. And now that you're in separation, it's like they're taking it on one, like, wow, this feels like a full-blown divorce. Okay. And you force me to heal my wounds. Like I said, I feel like they look to you as a healer. Maybe some of you are more spiritual aligned than them, right? And they look to you as that beacon, okay? That beacon of truth, that beacon of love, just that person that could lead them the way. And now, ever since you kind of took your energy back from them and you took your power back, they've been lost without you, because now they don't know what to do, okay? Because they don't have that guidance from you anymore. They don't have that support and that love, that loving energy from you anymore, okay? Let's get into why the Chariot card is in reverse, okay? We have the Strength card. Okay, so there's a heavy like fire here. We got Leo, okay, Sagittarius, Leo again, okay. Um we have Libra, we have Gemini, we have Cancer. Some of you could be dealing with the same sign. But otherwise, I feel like they're trying their best to kind of like either give you space, because I feel like some of them have been trying to reach out to you, but at the same time they don't know how to come forward. So I feel like they're trying to do their best, right? Um, Also trying to do their best with accepting that maybe this is done for good, because you're just not, again, you're not playing with them anymore. You're not letting them have an easy pass. You're addressing your boundaries, and this is something different for them, especially if they've been kind of used to, things kind of getting back right. Now you're kind of like on some different type of time where you're just like, no, if you don't get your stuff together, I'm not going to take you back. And they know that. Okay. So, and let's see, what are the blockages? Boom. Okay. We have Capricorn. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Capricorn. But I feel like there's just something here when it comes to their toxic patterns, toxic behaviors. They could be having addictions, okay, which is why OD came out. Maybe this person has drug addictions that's preventing them from thinking correctly, right? For treating you correctly, because their mind's all over the place. This could also have to do with maybe a sex addiction, right? They're overdoing it to the point that they're just not in the right state of mind. Like I said, they don't know how to just, they're just too codependent, right? On their temptations, on their distressors. And some of you, they could be just trying to hoard your energy. Like they, even if they're not ready to be with you to actually take it to the next level, they don't want anybody else to have you, right? Hangman. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Pisces, but again, like I said, it's like they want this control over you, but at the same time, they're not ready to really execute any major moves. Death card here, okay, with Scorpio. I feel like it just had to lead to this ending because of the fact that they're not doing much, right? With the Hangman here, just they're hanging there. They're lazy. They're not seeing that there's a problem. There's a major problem here. Some of them are just kind of like stuck in their ways. They're stuck, with their vices that they don't even see how far into it that they are. Okay. And we also have the Seven of Pentacles here. So I feel like with this coming after the Death card, it's just like it got to a point you just got so tired of like trying to consistently put work in this all the time, right? It just got burdening. Like I said, it got burdening, got tiring. It was just too much. It's too excessive. You just got tired of having to put your work in all the time. It's like, you know what? We might as well just be over, because I can't be the only one putting in all this effort. Okay? It's draining. Let's see. Why is the Hangman? You know what? Actually, no. Why is the Devil card here? Okay, the Magician. I feel like, you know what? Maybe they thought they could have it their way. I feel like for some of them, they thought they were slick. They thought they can get away with it. They thought like, oh, I got my ducks in a row. I got everything together, just for them to get caught up. Just for them to get caught up, okay, in infidelity, right? Because they couldn't control. They couldn't control it. It was uncontrollable. It was never in their control. Because a lot of you guys are protected. Your spirit guides were never just going to let that happen to you. Like they thought. They thought they can get away with that, but they did not. Why is the Hangman here? Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. It was to the point, it's just like you had no choice but to walk away, because this person was just too irresponsible with your energy, too irresponsible with how they were dealing with you, but also they didn't have any type of motivation to do anything. It was like they just kind of let it get to this point. Like they knew they had, they knew they could have, worked on fixing things, but they just kind of just got lazy. They let it go, They got too lazy. They got too comfortable. And let's see what's coming forward for you guys. Okay. We have the Ace of Wands. So I definitely see here, this could be a new person coming through. This doesn't even necessarily have to be a new person. For some of you, this is like your newfound motivation, your new spark. You know what I mean? Through all this BS, like now you're like, okay, it's time to turn up in my life. It's like the fire has been lit up under me and I'm ready to head towards, move forward. I'm not going to let this get to me anymore. Others of you, this could be like a new person coming forward, or a possible opportunity for this person to come forward, right? To try to reignite this connection, right? But an offer is coming your way. The Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys are just gonna feel like, you know what, it's just there's no point. This is it's already too far gone. I can't, even give this any time. I can't give myself to this anymore after you showed me time and time again. So I do feel like some of you guys are gonna decide, like, you know what, I'm gonna just take my leap of faith and I'm gonna go elsewhere and just see how it looks like on the other side. Yeah, because I feel like I said, I feel like you guys are just gonna be like all tapped out. And I see you guys as soon as you make this opportunity, right, to walk away from this person. Here comes this Two of Cups. Here comes this person that is willing to give you everything that you kind of had to, address with this person or kind of push for this person. Here comes somebody else giving it to you with no issue, no problem. Okay, all this stress for what? All this wondering for what? All this, thinking about or stressing about all night long, anxiety filled for what? Because when this person comes through, it's like you're going to forget that you even went through that. Now, for a small number of you, this could be like that past person coming forward. And while you're doubtful, right, they could try to convince you to just take the leap of faith and try to convince you that they did grow and it could actually be something more. But like I said, you have to use your discernment when it comes to who deserves a second chance and who doesn't. Okay. Why is the Four of Cups in reverse here? Yeah. Because I just feel like you're not going to try to waste your time on someone who isn't coming like this. Someone who isn't coming prepared, someone who isn't coming ready. You're also not wasting your time on someone who is just full of themselves, too superficial. Okay, focus on them, who's serving them. You're not wanting to do that anymore. Why is the Fool card here? King of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you guys are walking away from whoever this King of Cups in reverse is. This could be an older person, right? That kind of still acts young minded. This could be someone that is very manipulative with their emotions. They try to control everything, and it's just not going to work in their favor because you're going to be like, all right, I'm out of here. You're not going to convince me or guilt trip me to stay with you when you're not pulling your weight. So I feel like some of you guys are just going to be like, I'm out of here, and here comes this Two of Cups. Here comes this person that you've been looking for as soon as you release the other person. All right. So like I said, this is up to you what you guys want to do. Just be mindful of who you're giving your time to and make sure you're moving intentional. Okay. And that's what I have for your message. Thank you guys so much and have a good day.